Well, the big clash at the Sydney Cricket Ground tonight, of course, two of the great rugby league clubs of Sydney, South Sydney and Balmain. And I remember back to 1969 myself. I was working in Kempsey at the time. South Sydney were the red-hot favourites for that grand final, but there were a few Balmain players who had, a different idea of things, and their captain, Peter Provan, was one of them. And I've got him online now for Sports Today. G'day, Pete.
G'day, Pete.
How many times have you reminisced the 1969 grand final, Pete? About 1,000?
More than that, I think. Every time they mention South Sydney, I get a rush of blood and think about it all.
They were pretty red-hot favourites, weren't they, the Rabbitohs?
They were, but we led that competition for most of the season. A lot of people don't realise that.
Pete, who were some of the Balmain stars of that era?
Oh, yeah, well, we had the Davey Bolton, and Len Colleen, Chicka Rowden. We had Terry Parker, who's a South Sydney man now, and fours, Johnny Spencer, Gary Leo, Joey Walsh, Barry McTaggart.
And who was it scored that vital try for the Tigers?
That was City Williams.
City Williams, that's right.
Yeah, that was a great try. Yeah,
it certainly was. Now, what about the Balmain side for this year? You obviously follow the football. Still, your old Tigers, they're struggling a bit, aren't they, mate?
Very much so. But problem is they haven't had a chance to settle down with the same side, or nowhere near the same side each week, with injuries, and they've lost a couple of players that with Geyer and Sinclair, who were two players that they could have done them a lot of good, and with injuries and also with send-offs. They've had about 3 players sent off.
Yeah, they have copped the rough end of the pineapple with the judiciary, I must admit that. Do you think Wayne Pearce is the man to lead them out of the murk at the end of things?
Oh yeah, Wayne will get them going. He's sort of there's a lot of harmony in the side there, and I think Wayne, once you start getting a few players back and a steady side, I think Wayne will get them going all right.
Now, how does an old Balmain stalwart like yourself feel about proposed moves to Melbourne and places like that, Pete?
It's a bit disappointing that we have to think about these things even. I know there's a lot of die-hard supporters still at Balmain and shudder at the thought of leaving Leichhardt Oval even. But I don't know. I can't really picture it. Going to another state. Really, I think it
sticks in the craw a bit, doesn't it?
Oh yes, yeah. I just couldn't realise it.
And Pete, what's your interest in the game now, apart from obviously following the Tigers still?
I haven't had anything much to do officially wise. After I give it away, I only took on selector for 1 year, and then I thought that was enough.
Yeah, that's pretty thankless. A bit like a referee's job, isn't it?
Especially when you won the competition the year before. The only thing that could happen, you could go down or win it again.
You were on a hiding to nothing.
Oh, that's right, yeah. But apart from that, I enjoy following the game and I enjoy watching the Tigers. I think they'll come good. I think they'll win on tonight too.
Well, I hope you're right, because it'll be a fabulous night out there for both the Rabbitohs and the Tigers. Good to reminisce again with you, Pete. Nice to catch up with you.
Same here, Pete.